So we're still on the legacies of the late President Muhammad Buhari in the Southeast. Now, during the 30 months Nigerian civil war between 1967 and 1970, the Nigerian officers, police officers, and soldiers who were of Igbo origins fought on the side of Biafra. Of course, there's nothing anybody would have expected those guys to do. They couldn't have done anything differently, right? And after the war ended, there was no Biafra. Those guys became the losers. Now, if there was Biafra, they would have continued as police officers and military officers of Biafra, the country of Biafra. But there was none, and so a lot of them were disappointed. They were, disorganized. They had nothing, no pension, no job, nothing. So for decades, it was like that. A lot of people, a lot of them died in frustration. But then come 2000, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, in the year 2000, pardoned them. And what this pardon means was that, okay, those soldiers and police officers would be paid their pensions and gratuities in the spirit of fairness. But for the next 7 years, Obasanjo will remain in office. He did nothing about it. And then came other presidents, and Goodluck Jonathan tried to do the verification and identifying of these people, which resulted that they have about, at least as at that time, they identified about 460 police officers alone. Right? Okay. But then didn't go any further. And then came Buhari in 2015. And Buhari gave strict directives that this action should be sped up and these people paid their, pensions and gratuities, including to the families, the next of kin of those that have died. And so by 2017, the Buhari government started paying. That was 17 years after pardon. And you want to tell me that man, such a man, hates you Igbos? Well, I don't understand that kind of hate. And then the Enugu-Bamenda Highway. You see, over the years, even when he was still in power, he was abused. According to people, most of these people, is that he constructed a rail line to Niger Republic when he has not finished constructing in Nigeria. He and Rotimi Amechi, the then transport minister, were so very much abused. But they did not tell, what they did not tell you, or maybe don't know, is that the distance between the Nigerian border to Maradi, where the train station was constructed, got to, it's less than 20 kilometers. And the reason for this is purely for business, because Maradi is a business center. And there is intertrade between Nigerians in this area and those of Niger. Serious businesses. So this rail line was constructed for that purpose. But while they were blaming Buhari, the same Buhari initiated the construction of the Enugu-Bamenda Highway. Bamenda is in Cameroon, right? Now, it's a 443 kilometer road, which cost $430 million and passes through Enugu, Abakaliki, Ugoja, Ikom, all this in Cross River State, and then to Bamenda. This is a trade route, business for Igbo people and, Nigerians. They go crisscross. Now, if you watch that road before it was constructed, it was terrible. Very, very terrible. But the same Buhari who you blamed for constructing road to a rail line to Maradi did this one. But you are enjoying it, but you are not blaming him for doing it. Yes, it was shared between them. The road was financed by Nigeria, Cameroon, with assistance from the African Development Bank, AFDB. And this is also done mainly to promote trade between the two countries. We are boosting the economic of those communities and towns that it passed through. So I'm going to leave you with a video of testimonies of people who lived around that corridor. Now, if you are a believer of truth and you love President Muhammadu Buhari, share this video to other social media platforms so that a lot of people can see the truth. And don't forget to follow me, because there are still more on the achievements of President Muhammadu Buhari in the Southeast region. See you in the next video.
The smooth highway means easy riding for these motorcyclists in Nigeria, allowing them to ferry passengers and goods from village to village. Alongside them, long-distance lorry drivers thunder down the Enugu to Bamenda highway. Up ahead is Abakaliki, the biggest and most important trading town in Ebonyi State in southern Nigeria. The road is the main trading route between Nigeria and Cameroon, bringing huge amounts of goods and business to towns along the route. But 2 years ago, this road was a pothole-filled nightmare that caused endless problems for the drivers and their vehicles. Jeremiah Igwe would often be forced to spend days on the side of the road, fixing his lorry after hitting a hole.
Formally, it's a worst road so far in this world. It's not only Nigeria, so far in this world, this road. But now, we are feeling happy, driving smoothly, no accident. So even about maintenance, motor is going normally, no too much maintenance again.
The highway is getting busier and busier, and the impact is not just making the road users happy and improving things economically, but it is also helping to strengthen relations between Cameroon and Nigeria. By allowing easy and, more importantly, quick transport of goods, the Enugu-Bamenda road is doing exactly what it was conceived to do.
This road is very important and very strategic, in Nigeria. For one, because it passes through major states in Nigeria. It is an interstate road, and also it connects Nigeria and Cameroon. We have enough goods coming in from even from Cameroon, even from Ekom, Ebonyi into Enugu, and vice versa. You have some going from Enugu also, to those states. It's easier now for them, to transport their agricultural produce.
The people who live alongside the road are also enjoying the benefits. They have seen their livelihoods improve as the road got fully functional. Despite the increased speed of the motorists, the fact that there are so many more vehicles passing means that more are stopping at Victoria's roadside stall. She's been selling farm products along the road close to Ogoja Junction at Nigeria's Cross River State for the past 3 years. Before the road was relaid, she was only selling around $25 of produce a day. Now she has seen her income increase fivefold.
Because of the result of the good routes, now we have been selling very well. Because of this, even some of my children have entered into higher institution. But before, many of them dropped because I was not selling anything. But I thank God for everything that was happening to me. Because God have really helped for the road. Because even before that, my husband was selling banana, all these things, planting. Many people don't come here because of bad road. But because now they have good road. When they harvest banana and cocoa, people are coming direct to buy.
It is the same story across the border in Cameroon. Grace and her 3 children live near the road in a small village called Bakwa. As the sole breadwinner, she's wholly reliant on passing drivers stopping to buy her homegrown bananas and plantain. She's seen her entire village transformed by the new road.
I do farming, and I've discovered that at first we were keeping things here nobody was able to buy because there was no road. Even people were sleeping here. When a vehicle live on the road like that, it will stay here for weeks. But now many people are passing, vehicles are passing like that. When you keep anything here, they just collect in a minute. Just even waste time.